Would you believe me if I told you that this image started so much shit, so much problems? Yeah, so guys, hello YouTube, Zeus IdentityV here. Yeah, this is a more serious kind of video because people like to treat me like I'm crazy when I say this shit happens. You can already read by the title of the video that, very blatantly, it's just about blackwashing, right? So, for context, for those of you that don't know, Vera's, decided to make a black edit of the new character, Brynhild, right? I saw the art and I didn't even want to check comments. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Vera decided to make an art of Brynhild, new survivor, aka the Archer, right? And you know, it's a pretty tame and it's a pretty very good art, you know? It's very nice, you know, representation, we love it. It's very good, right? As you can tell by the title of the video though, people specifically a certain group of people decided to go crazy about it. Yeah. Oh brother, yeah guys, yeah, I know. Yeah. Wow, she's trending. She's trending. She's fucking trending. It's that serious. She's trending. It's that serious. Shout out to Brynhild. Yo. I don't understand what the name is. Her name is Brynhild. Brynhild. That's her name. But yeah, we're gonna break this down. So practically Vera made this edit and made, you know, Brynhild black, right? Very harmless, very tame, you know. And a certain group of people, they decided that it'd be a great idea to lose their fucking minds about it? Lose their goddamn minds? You know? I'm known for black. Yeah, what's good? What's good, Vera? Yeah. So yeah, people decided to lose their mind. I will premise and open up the video with the statement that I've already said publicly on my Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, by the way, you should follow me right there at ZeusIDV right there on Twitter. You know, I talk and I yap about all things. Yeah, blackwashing isn't real. Blackwashing is not real. Now, I'm aware that, you know, for a lot of people, seeing hair that's, you know, very kinky and curly and full and isn't, you know, straight thin, you know, it's very triggering for some people. I'm aware of that now, but blackwashing doesn't exist. Blackwashing doesn't exist. I really hate to tell you, blackwashing doesn't exist. And I wanted to harp on this because, you know, the racism in the Identity V community, specifically towards black people, is very apparent. And people always look at me because I always use myself or Pearl as an example for it of how people in this community are openly racist towards black people. But they want to act like I'm delusional and I'm crazy, you know? So I decided to bookmark just, you know, my favorite, you know, my favorite tweets out of all of these ones. You know, I decided to, and believe me, but believe me, we'll take a scroll. Let's see where it stops, guys. Let's go. Uh-huh. It's not stopping. Uh-huh. 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 And then that's it. Yeah. Why is it all Korean people? I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Why is it all Korean people? I really want to make this video. Like, I'm trying to make this video as a thing of like, you know, I don't want it to go after specifically Korean people because I know not all Koreans are like this, but it is very prominent in Korea just itself with the vast amounts of colorism that exists there. But the main premise of this is to show the racism towards black people in the IDV community. This is not to attack like Korean people or like be like, yeah, Korean people, you know, like you know, like this is not that. But for the Koreans, I'm gonna say this without getting political. Y'all have bigger problems than a black edit. Y'all have bigger problems than a black edit. I'm sorry. You have so many internal affairs that you gotta, like, focus on. That's not about a black IDV character. specifically, like, just as a message for specifically the Koreans that are there, that are actively doing this. So now, what do these tweets say? So this one, if it's to that extent, it's a real disease. What's a disease? Her skin color? The edit? It's a skin color? It's a disease? Or is just, making a black edit, is that what you're calling a disease? That's a disease. Interesting. That's a very strong terminology. That's a very it's a very strong terminology for just a black edit, what about this one? Because this one's pretty long. You should eat what you're given, but you're throwing a tantrum and saying you don't like it. If you keep nagging me, you should go to NetEase and create a character. This is clearly, guys, clearly racial discrimination. What are you trying to do? If you want, please go to NetEase and create the character yourself. No, but the colors in Korea is so real and they're just taught that way, which is awful. Yeah, we'll get to that historically, because I know the reason why, like, historically speaking and culturally speaking and socially speaking. Believe me. Again, contrary to popular belief, I'm very educated on global history and, social and political affairs with different ethnic groups. People think I'm a fucking moron when it comes to this shit, but I'm really not. So, yeah, let's take a look at another one, telling us that this is clearly racial discrimination. I want to know, what's the racial discrimination here for? Because are you trying to then indicate that this character's Korean and, like, you feel some type of way? When, number one, the character's not Korean. The character is actually of Scandinavian descent, / a bit of German if we want to go on modernized day. The name Brynhild comes from Norse mythology, which Norse mythology originated in Scandinavia. Brynhild is literally the name used to call what they call Valkyries. That's quite literally what it means. The girl name Brynhild for Valkyrie. So it's a literal name taken from Norse mythology. So the character isn't even Korean. Character is Scandinavian. That's number one. And you guys know me. I don't give a fuck about lore. But this is just like, this is mythology, and this is, like they're going crazy right now. Like, so yeah, character is Scandinavian. Her name, it comes from Norse mythology. Her play is literally like a Valkyrie, literally a Valkyrie. Let's read another one of these. The character is Norwegian. Got that wrong. You're all yo, it's like, it's a common theme with these people that when you're fucking racist, you're also idiot. You're also an idiot. It's a common theme that if you're racist, you're also a fucking idiot. Like, it's a very common theme. It's not Norwegian. It's number one, not Norwegian. Games are just games. Okay, games are just games, so why do you care so much? If you're going to be that picky, go to NetEase and make your own character. You're the one too racist, but a game is just a game, though. Game is just a game, though. Why, if it's just a game, why is it that serious? Why did you feel the need? Why do you feel so attacked by this? Why? If it's just a game, why do you feel so attacked by this? Since it's just a game. Just a game. Why do we feel so attacked? He has white skin. I'm pretty sure that's a mistranslation. That's supposed to be she. She has white skin, but you're making her brown. We're all the same, just with different body color. So if we're all the same, why do you care? If we're all the same, why do you care so much? Like, it's an edit. Like, if we're all the same with different colors, why do you care? Because if that's the case, you shouldn't care that it's a black edit. Because she's still the same character. All that's different is her skin color. That's it. That shouldn't matter. We're all the same, just different color. That's fine. It's just a game, guys. Games will be games. Like... So yeah, it's just a game. But we're throwing a bitch fit over it. My personal favorite from this jack-off. Why are you coming to the unofficial Korean account and making a fuss when you have a global account? Nobody's making a fuss. Whiter is the beauty standard. It's linked to the history. No, I know. I know about the history behind it. So yeah, this is my personal favorite from this fucking jack-off over here. Yeah. So when I say that like racism towards the black, keep in mind, people like this. I don't care that it's 5. People like this. This shouldn't have gotten a single like. People liked this tweet. This shouldn't have gotten a single like, and people did. So when I say that like the IDV community is very publicly anti-black and just does not like black people, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit, because in what world did you think this was appropriate? What, this is supposed to be an afro and then this is a gold chain and a microphone? She's supposed to be a rapper now because she has black skin? Like, yeah. Look at the replies. Oh, I've seen the replies. Yeah, this, yeah. Yeah. Like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Another one over here. This one's actually in English. Are you Westerners again? We cannot understand the double standards between whitewashing and blackwashing. Are you projecting your own deficiencies onto the character to find comfort? So I don't know what you mean by the word deficiencies. I don't know if you're saying that being black is a deficiency. I don't know if you're saying that a lack of representation for black people in media is a deficiency. But yes, we are making black edits in characters we find comfort in. Because, you know what? We want to be represented more in media. Yes, we want to be, we as black people, we as people of color want to be represented more in media. Yes, yes we do. And if the media won't put us in, then we will do it ourselves. It's not that serious. Like, I don't understand this argument. Projecting your own deficiencies onto a character you find comfort, but you are stressed over a black girl. You're stressed over a black edit. It is an edit. They're not saying the character is now black. Like, it's an edit. That's it. Doing all of this during Black History Month is the cherry on top, bro. Black History Month, and we're going crazy over this. But it's not done. It's not done. Black characters can't be changed into white characters, but white characters can be changed into black characters. Just tell them not to do both. In a perfect world, sure, don't do both. But you know what we have in a perfect world? You know what we have in a perfect world? Equal representation of all people. Sadly, in the real world, that is not the case. Right? So let me explain to you now why black characters cannot be changed into white characters, but white characters can. The reason why whitewashing was introduced into media was specifically to cover up black and Afrocentric features in the media, because the media did not find those features appealing to their viewers. They thought that if their viewers were to see these black and Afrocentric features, that they would automatically lose viewership, which would in turn lose them money. It's that simple. They simply do not want us in the media. They do not want to represent us in media because they do not think we're worth representing, because they think that our qualities and traits, they think things like my lips and my nose and my hair are not redeemable qualities, and they're not redeemable enough to be put out there to the public eye. So that is why you cannot change the few black characters that exist and few black people in general that are put in popular media to white characters. Because there is blatantly racial tension behind that. While if you look at the vice versa, that's not the case. Because all we're doing is just adding our own features to something that does not exist. Black representation in media practically does not exist. It is still very small. It's gotten better over the years, but it's still very small. Right? It's still very small. Very, very, very light. So when I take, my white character and I decide to, give him curly hair, I give him, fuller lips or something, bigger hands or something to relate to me so I can feel like I see myself represented. It's not the same, because I'm not doing it to wash away your features. I'm not. I'm not doing it to wash your features away. I'm not doing it to repress you, to tell you that you are not worth being in media because your qualities are not redeemable. It's that simple. So that is why You can have black edits, but you cannot have white edits, as they try to call it, where they take black characters like Hibana from Fire Force, Wogun from Fire Force. Who else? A lot of Fire Force characters. You know, Kaname from Bleach. Multiple and others from black characters. On Capone from Attack on Titan. And making them white? That doesn't work. It does not work. Because that is rooted in racism. That is rooted in racism. It's not. It just blatantly isn't. So that is why. That is simply it. And if you disagree, well then nigga, be racist somewhere else. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be racist here or I'm gonna cook your ass publicly. Shame you publicly. I do not care. I really don't. Like, also, this being one edited photo and people are crying over it is so insane. Yeah, I know. I know, it's crazy. And I'm glad that you yourself, I'm assuming you're Korean because your name is Korean, but you're free to, you know, tell me otherwise. But I'm glad you at least acknowledge that, like, this is an issue. Like, it really does help because it's like, I'm glad that there are at least Korean people who are aware that this is, like, batshit fucking crazy. You know? Like, I'm glad. Like, I really am happy about that. Blackwashing, blackwashing, high racist. Not racist, you're just a fucking moron. This one. Why? Just accept the formula gives you, you parentless bastards. That's funny. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I was about to say so. I'm not gonna go there. It was gonna be about how, like, you know, Korean families are not known for being the most stable. You know, but I digress. You know, Korean domestic abuse, but I digress. You know, there are bigger issues in Korea than, but yeah. I digress. Guys. I digress. Yeah. Uh, and I wanna. So yeah. Like it's crazy. Like this is amazing. Like this is genuinely like amazing. And the fact that it's in spades. Like so many of them felt comfortable posting this publicly. Hey, you dumb bitches and your dumb friends. Who doesn't like black characters? You guys fix all the Asian and white characters and then make your characters look a little brighter and then make a fuss about it. Are you seriously black in the head? Okay, I can't tell if this is supposed to be in support or not. Because they say, hey, you dumb bitches and your dumb friends who doesn't like black characters. Like, are they supporting it? Because I originally read this as like, I don't know for sure. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know. Cause like, you know, like who doesn't like black? Like, yeah, who doesn't like black? Like, I don't know which side they're on. Like, I don't I don't know which side they're on. I don't fucking know. Like, oh, the Google Translate. That's why the words are confusing. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that one then because like I don't know for sure. Let's see. Oh my god, this is fucking shit, you crazy bastard. Just eat like the official said, stop this blackwashing. How many likes did this get? 260 people like this! Do we understand now when I say that, like, racism in this community towards black people is, like, at an all-time fucking high? This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, like, Zeus, I'm at my brother's birthday party. Show him his name is Silas. Hey, happy birthday, Silas. Hope you enjoy your day. Everyone, give a happy birthday to Silas. Shout out, happy birthday, Silas. Sorry, you're kind of like dropping in like a middle of a thing right now. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is insane to me. Like this is insane to me. So I will again reiterate it again. Blackwashing does not exist, and I'm gonna tell you why so many specifically Korean people were upset over this. Right? First things first. The reason this reached the Korean community is because Vera quote retweeted the unofficial Korean leak account. Right? So that's why it got so much like, you know, publicity over it. But the reason that so many Korean people are upset is because, as we know, Korea is a very Eurocentric country. What do I mean by that? Koreans hyperfixate on wanting to be white. I mean, they will absolutely, they will, like, without fail, suck the ever-loving dicks out of white people like they are the next coming of Christ. It's that simple. They will. They will see white people get on all fours and kiss them from the toes to the head. Simple as that. And I just want to, like, and I'm now looking at the camera because I'm saying this to any of you, like, Korean people that, like, if this somehow reaches the Korean side of YouTube and, you know, the Koreans who, for whatever reason, think this is bad, watch this video, I want to tell you this something straight up. You will never be white. You are Asian. You will never be white. Not today, not tomorrow, not in the next year, not in the next decade. You will never be white. White people will never look at you as equals. It is that simple. You will always be another Asian to them. And that is it. You will never be white as much as you dream about it. It's that simple. You can make yourself as pale as you want. You will never be white. Never. You are Asian. Stop kissing the ass of people that don't give a fuck about your existence. It's fucking shameful. It's that simple. It is shameful behavior. You are kissing the asses of people. Like, is there an Asian terminology for coon? Because in black terms, this is coonery. In black terms, this is coonery. It's that simple. Like, so serious. Like, is there an Asian term for that? Because in black terms, this is coonery. Straight coonery. Like, it's crazy. So yes, that so what does that mean? It's used to mean when you say the word coon. Number one, if you're not black, don't say that word. That's first and foremost. If you're not black, don't say that word, because that's a very, you know, sensitive thing. It's like it's like a slur, but it's not like, just don't say that word if you're not black. Number two, the word coon is used for you know, you ever seen like a black guy that, like, you ever looked at a black Republican? Shit like that is what you call it. That's what a coon is, practically. An ignorant, like a willful, ignorant black person that, like, treats white people like they're the greatest thing ever. You know? It's that simple. That's what a coon is, practically. An ignorant black, like a willful, ignorant black person. That's what a coon is. So I'm trying to, like, find if there's, like, an Asian term. Yeah. Zeus, they're so worried about a black edit, but won't dare ask the Chinese company where's their Korean server. Yo, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy. I don't want to drop the gun, but yes, blackwashing doesn't exist and it shouldn't. But in my opinion, making something that doesn't exist kind of defeats the purpose of it. I just feel L about it. The thing with that, right, and I can understand, you know, the argument with that, like, yeah, it's just something harmless. That's it. It's just something harmless. It doesn't do any harm to just do this. Like, that's the issue. There's no, like, that's the thing. For example, think about it like this. What's the difference between a black person saying nigga and a white person saying nigga, right? The difference between the two are the undertones and the history behind it. When a black person says nigga to another black person, it's because they're saying it as a form of greeting each other, because they're reclaiming that word, right? When a white person says nigga, it doesn't matter how they say it, what tone they say it, how they feel about it. There is always going to be that status of underlying tone of, this was a racial slur that your people used to degrade my people. It's that, and it's the same logic with this. It's the same logic with that. That's why I'm so heavy on this. And that's also why I feel like making this video. And which is why I am going to post this, you know, on YouTube as its own separate video. Because it doesn't exist. This kind of issue is a non-issue. Blackwashing does not exist. And this right here, this drama, this bullshit that started because of this is a prime example of what I mean when I say the IDV community does not like black people. They don't like us. They simply don't. They don't appreciate us and they don't want us. They don't like us. And I'm not saying if you're a black person, that means you should quit IDV. But I am saying if you are a black person, like, one, my heart's out to you. But two, don't submit to these fucking idiots. If they try to shame you for being black, who gives a fuck? They're too busy kissing the ass of the white man. Don't care. Don't care about it. Be prideful in your blackness. Don't give a fuck about this shit. Like, it's that simple. It's it. So yeah, racism in the black community, and I said in the black community, in the IDV community, we got to do better. That is going to be it for the end of the video. So yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one. Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully, you know, the serious conversation can go there, and yeah.